Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to me too. Um, yeah. Before we get into that, let's start with the air raids. Zhotomir has been active for 58 minutes. Kyiv, 1 hour 41 minutes. Chernihiv, 5 hours 16 minutes. Sumy, 6 hours 59 minutes, with explosions reported 3.5 hours ago. Poltava, 19 minutes. Kharkiv, 6 hours 59 minutes, with explosions reported 3 hours 27 minutes ago, 3 hours and 40 minutes ago in Lozova and Bakliva. Dnipro, 6 hours 49 minutes. Lot of things going on in Dnipro. Artillery alerts, air bomb alerts, more artillery alerts. Nikopol, Pokrovska, and Monhernets. Donetsk, 7 hours 4 minutes. Pokrovsky district, explosions reported 5 hours 41 minutes ago. So, been a busy day in Ukraine, unfortunately. So, the elephant in the room. I can't even remember what day it was now. I was just heading downstairs doing normal shit. I have the air alert alarm on my phone. I've had it for ages. I hear the siren every time it goes off in Kyiv. No big deal. Air alarm starts going off. It's like, oh, okay. Keep heading downstairs. And the Air Force Reserves fly over my neck of the woods. So keep in mind, air alarm's going off, and then the Air Force does a hypersonic boom, sonic boom over my house. House rattles. I'm halfway on the stairs. Air alert siren in my ear. I freaked out a little bit, and I missed the step, and I got down the stairs really, really quick. That's what happened. There's where we are. It's been a year since I was in Ukraine almost. I didn't think that it affected me as much as apparently it has. But apparently it has, so yeah, just like the perfect storm of timing on everything, and it just kind of did not go well. Anyways, I got 3 updates for today because I've missed 3 days. Going for operational information, I am just going to do this part for each of the days. Operational information as of 8 a.m. January 29th regarding the Russian invasion. Of course, they always start the thing with the glory to Ukraine. This is the 1071st day of the large-scale armed aggression. And over the past 24 hours, Russia conducted 193 combat clashes. On the 28th, the enemy launched 2 missile strikes and 33 airstrikes with 2 missiles and 71 guided aerial bombs. In addition, it carried out more than 5,000 artillery shells, 84 of them from multiple launch rocket systems, and used 2,424 kamikaze drones. Just to give you guys the information from the 29th, coming up to the 30th, the 1072nd day of the large-scale armed aggression. 158 combat clashes took place on the 29th, and the enemy carried out 43 airstrikes using 96 guided aerial bombs, 2,120 kamikaze drones. Russia carried out more than 5,300 artillery shellings, 90 of them from MLRSs. You know, they're not doing as many missile strikes, but the number of guided bombs is going up, and unfortunately the number of artillery strikes are going up. Before we took a break, there was reports of shells and artillery units coming from North Korea, and that may be the result of that information. There's no confirmation on that yet. And then we come to today. I got you, KKGG. I'm not doing any video updates. I just could not do all the videos. There's so many that I need to go through. Operational information as of this morning at 8 a.m. Ukraine time, midnight our time, my time I should say. January 31st, regarding the Russian invasion. As always, we start with glory to Ukraine. The 1073rd day of the Russian Federation's large-scale armed aggression against Ukraine has begun. Over the past day, 150 combat clashes occurred. Yesterday, the enemy launched 1 missile and 55 airstrikes using 1 missile and 102 rocket launchers. That's a mistranslation, I'm thinking. See, 1 missile. Okay, rockets from aircraft. Okay. Against the position of Ukrainian units and settlements. In addition, it carried out over 6,500 artillery strikes, 127 from multiple launch rocket systems. They also used 2,767 kamikaze drones to destroy them. The aggressor carried out airstrikes, in particular in the areas of the settlements of Goremyeka. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but Goremyek and Goremyeka, Kozacha Lopan, Novokruglivka, Liman, Dronivska, Servisk, Fedorivka, Tikhonivka, Bilokuzminivka, Bilokuzminivka, okay, Shecherebenivka, Ivanopolivya, Devlivka, Kalbanbuk, Katernivka, Bilatursky. I'm guessing that's a mistranslation for Bilatursky or Torsky. Molodetsky, Rosnon, Komar, Ternova, Termivka, Zeleny Pol. Ooh, there's no and in there, so I didn't know that was the end. So, and Zeleny Pol. Over the past day, missile troops and artillery defense of the defense forces carried out one strike against the areas of concentration of personnel, 3 strikes on control points, 2 strikes on air defense assets, and 7 strikes on other important enemy targets. Putting up a lot of damage behind enemy lines. Let's go back and look. Aviation missile troops and artillery of the defense forces struck 10 areas of concentration of personnel and equipment, an air defense system, as well as 2 other important objects. And the day before, 1 strike on an ammunition depot, 7 strikes on areas of concentration of personnel and military equipment, 2 strikes on command post, and 2 strikes on enemy artillery systems. So again, CCU doing amazing work, taking out Russian positions in the rear. Moving into the individual directions for today. In the Kharkiv direction, 1 combat clash with Russian invaders took place in the directions of Lipsy in the past day. Okay, this is really weird. The enemy did not conduct offensive operations, but I'm guessing someone didn't do some editing that they should have done. Going into deep state map, zooming into Kharkiv, and Lipsy is right here, just south of Hibloke. In the Kupiansk direction, our troops stopped 3 enemy attacks in the areas of Petropavlivka, Zarazova, and Novaya Krugalivka. Coming to the east from Kharkiv, Kupiansk, Petropavlivka, Zarazova, and Nova Krugalivka. The number of combat clashes per day in the Liman direction reached 11. The invaders concentrated their main efforts in the areas of the settlements of Kopanki, Novolubivka, Balka Zkorovka, Yampolivka, Zeleny Dolna, Turny, and Kolodiyazny. That is a new town for me, so we'll have to try and find it on the map. Coming to the south from Kupiansk, Kopanki, I'm not, here's Novolubivka, Turny, Torsk, and I'm not seeing that one town. That has to be a spelling error. Kolodiyazny. It might be one of these small settlements that is just not on the map. You see, like, there's even one here, Myrny. There. Kolodiaza. Diazi? Kolodiazi. I think that's it. Kolodiazni. Sometimes you just have to keep looking, even though you're not sure. That is where the attacks took place in the Liman direction. In the service direction, the enemy attacked the positions of our defenders in the areas of Bilogorivka and Vergniok-Kalmansky 9 times. Heading just southeast from Liman, we come to Servisk, Bilogorivka, and Vergniok-Kalmansky. 9 attacks in those 2 settlements. Moving on from Servisk to the Kramatorsk direction. The defense forces repelled 10 enemy attempts to advance near Orkovo, Vasilivka, Novomarkovo, Stupochny, Chasiv Yar, and Pretechny. The enemy tried to penetrate. That's in the Torets direction, so let's coming down from Servisk over to Kramatorsk, Orkovo, Vasilivka, Chasiv Yar, Stupochny, Pretechny, and there's one in there, Novomarkovo. See if we could find that one. New Mark. So Markova is here, but not Novomarkova. Novomarkova. Here we go. Markova, Novomarkova. So Orakovo, Vasilivka, Novomarkovo, Chasiv Yar, and Stupochny, and Pretechny. Chasiv Yar is looking very dangerous. I have not been able to go through and read the updates on it yet. Hopefully I will have better information for you tomorrow. Going south from Kramatorsk and Chasiv Yar, we go to Torets direction, where the enemy tried to penetrate our defenses 13 times. In particular, in the areas of the settlements of Toretsk, Divlivka, Sychebrnivka, and Krimsky. Coming down towards Toretsk, there's 2 Divlivkas. I'm not sure which one they are referring to. Krimsky, Toretsk, where they still show Russia has, I'm not going to say occupation, but have troops located throughout the city. There is still heavy fighting going on in that city, and Ukrainian defenders are fighting hard to hold it. And so Sychebrnivka is right here next to Toretsk. And is that all of them? Yep, that is all of them. And unfortunately, we move to the most active front. In the Pokrovsk direction, our defenders repelled 71 attacks. The enemy tried to advance near the settlements of Malinivka, Elizavetsivka, Vodyany Druj, Novotoretsky, Andriivka, Zirozovo, Promin, Pokrovsk, Lysivka, Novoukrayinka, Udachny, Yaznove, Surchenko, and Dashny. Coming to the southwest from Toretsk, Pokrovsk, Mirnograd, Beranivka, Vodyany Druj, Elizavetsivka, okay, that was going to be a bad one. I felt like I had to sneeze, but I had to cough too. Just making sure I didn't miss a town. Malinivka. There we go. So on the northern edge of the Pokrovsk area, Melanivka, Elizavetivka, Baranivka, and the little small town Vodeni Druj right there. Novotoretski, Mirolubivka, Promin, Lisivka, Novoukrayinka is a small town right here. Of course, Pokrovsk, Zirozova, Gotini, Udashny, Upensivka, Andrivka down here, Serchenko, Dashny. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, I hate when sneezes hurt. Ugh. Okay. The defense forces continue to restrain the enemy in the Novopavlivka direction. In the areas of Constantinople and Rozlivi, the occupiers twice tried to break through Ukrainian defense lines. Constantinople, Rozolny, and before Velika Novosilka had fallen, reports that Ukrainian forces were able to get out and avoid being encircled in Velika Novosilka. Always good news to hear. Unfortunately, losing the town, but not needlessly losing troops. In the Huliopol direction, it's the H is a G sound in Ukrainian, so Guliopol. The invaders attacked the areas of the settlements of Novopil and Novosilka 4 times. Going to Guliopol is here. Novopil and Novosilka is here. Okay. Oh. Yeah, my eyes are already hurting, so I may call this one an earlier night once we get through the directions. Those are 4 attacks in Novopil and Novosilka. Our soldiers repelled 7 attacks by the Russian invaders in the Dniprovsky direction. Thankfully, no news from Orhiv, but coming down towards Kherson, Dniprovsky, where 4 attacks took place, but they do not tell us where or any nearby settlements, but we can assume it happened in these river delta islands. In the Kursk direction, 11 combat clashes took place. The aggressor carried out 17 airstrikes using 22 guided aerial bombs and carried out more than 360 artillery strikes, including 3 from multiple launch rocket systems. Excuse me. In the Orhiv direction, over the past day, the enemy did not conduct offensive actions. The operational situation in Volyn and Policia directions have not changed significantly. On the border with Chernihiv and Sumy regions, the enemy from the territory of the Russian Federation uses artillery in the areas of Ukrainian settlements. Goes into the losses for Russia today. We'll cover that with graphics for the last 3 days here shortly. Join the Defense Forces, Razón de Permojimo, and they are including graphics with the updates. Excuse me. Covering each of the areas. So again, this is from ZCU itself. So showing the attack locations in Kursk, the general location of the attacks in Dnipro, the attacks in Huliopol, Orhiv, no attacks. Konstantinivka, or no, let me back that up. Velika Novosilka is there, and Constantinople. For cross direction, Toretsk direction, Kramatorsk, Chasev Yar, Servisk with Bilohorivka and Vrkhnyo-Kamiansky. Liman direction with all the attacks in the red arrows. Kupiansk and Kharkiv with the overall picture. That's kind of cool that they're including that now. I grabbed the combat losses from Discord. Oh, sorry. This is from the 29th, 1,670 personnel, 10 tanks, 24 APVs, 29 artillery systems, 1 MLRS, 57 UAVs, 1 cruise missile, 97 vehicles, and 3 special equipment. From yesterday, Russia lost 1,270 personnel, 4 tanks, 17 armored personnel vehicles, 17 artillery systems, 54 drones, 85 vehicles, and 4 special equipment. And last but not least, today, where Russia lost another 1,670 personnel, bringing the total up over 837,000. 3 additional tanks, 17 more APVs, 33 artillery systems, an additional MLRS, 63 drones, 101 vehicles, and 1 special equipment. Those are the losses from the last 3 days of the Russian Federation. One thing I will pull from Telegram, just so you guys can see how much stuff I have to go through. 451 images and videos to go through on ZCU official. 209 in Warriors Ukrainian. Deep State has released 27. 3rd Assault Brigade has released 22 videos. 42nd Brigade has released 2. The engineers of Third Assault have released 7 videos. AAR has released 2. K2's released 1. That's not military. 46th Brigade, 13. Special Forces, 21. And that's not military. So, yeah, I got a lot of videos to go through. 41 from Zelensky's channel. So, this is a speech from 2 days ago. Speech from yesterday. Russia hit Sumy January 30th. So the night of the 30th. Let's watch this one really quick. Yeah, well, maybe that tent was there before. Oh, wait, no, that's the first aid tent for the rescuers. Yeah. And I think that was yesterday. Here's today's, showing images of the rescue operations in Sumy yesterday. Holding an award ceremony today. The speech from today. We'll come back to the one in English. Russian missile strike on Odessa. Attacking the historical center of the city, not a military target. Thankfully, there was no casualties. People are injured. Being provided with assistance among the people who were at the epicenter of the strike, including a Norwegian diplomatic representative. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was because the Ukrainian flag was flying here, right? That's what Russia was targeting, right? Here is Zelensky's speech for today.
Дорогі українці, українки, зараз на півдні нашої країни в Одесі тривають роботи після російських ракетних ударів. Попередня балістика, удари просто по місту, по звичайній цивільній забудові. Знову і знову ППО – перший пріоритет. Працюємо з усіма партнерами, щоб дати більше захисту нашій державі. Провів сьогодні ставку, багато доповідей про постачання у війська. Це наша зброя, це всі закупівлі, контракти. Все це є, забезпечення є. Треба більше темпу в постачанні, треба більше і більше таких систем, такої зброї, яка дозволить зберігати більше життів наших воїнів, наших людей, більше замовлень на дрони, більше інвестицій в розробки роботизованих систем і більше постачання базової зброї. Всі необхідні доручення є. Наша промисловість має потенціал. Країни, зокрема в Європі, готові працювати з Україною для інвестицій в наше збройне виробництво. І наші дипломати мають чіткі завдання. Нам потрібно, щоб кошти від партнерів на українську оборонку, щоб вони зростали. І, зокрема, це має бути KPI, ключові показники ефективності української дипломатії. Була сьогодні доповідь військових, фронт, ситуація з бригадами, комплектування. Ми готуємо нові формати підтримки бригад та комплектування підрозділів. Я поставив завдання вже наступного тижня представити деталі суспільству. Сьогодні мав честь також відзначити наших воїнів державними нагородами, саме бойових хлопців, зірки героїв України та хрести бойових заслуг. 30 наших воїнів. Я дякую всім, дякую кожному. Сьогодні провів нараду з міжнародниками, з нашою командою уряду, офісу. Ми готуємо важливі перемовини з європейцями, звичайно, з командою Сполучених Штатів Америки. Нам всім потрібні зустрічі, нам всім потрібен спільний погляд, нам всім потрібні сильні рішення заради надійного миру. Дуже потрібно. Дякую всім, хто допомагає нам. Слава Україні!
Героям слава. And again, just about every speech he does,
Дякую всім.
thank everyone who is helping us. That is me, that is you. Hitting the share, hitting the like on any pro-Ukrainian video or stream is helping because it helps get the word out and gets the information to the people that really need to hear it. With that, okay, my head is spinning. I'm going to call it a day. I'm still not 100%. Next time you go to try and rush down the stairs, take your time. A few seconds is going to make a difference. So with Zelensky's speech, I am going to call it a day today, unfortunately. Thank you everybody for coming. Looks like I got a lot of videos to go through. And tomorrow looks to be a busy video day. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. And don't let planes do sonic booms while you're going downstairs. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you next time.